What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to be doing another behind the scenes breakdown of one of my latest music videos, and that is for the artist Alexandria Rose for the song called Chances. Now guys, this will be another music video showcasing how each scene was set up as far as lighting and also how it was shot and filmed. Now you guys can find the link to the actual music video down in the description of this breakdown video. I will leave the link down below. Just go down below and click the official music video, go check that out, and then come back here and check out the behind the scenes on how everything was lit as well as filmed. So again, if you haven't already, go watch this music video. I will leave a link in the description. For the treatment of this video, what I wanted to have was a couple be shown throughout the music video. So the first half of the music video would be the couple in a great positive space in a happy relationship. Transitioning to the second verse, we would see the happy couple go through a breakup. And then by the bridge in the last verse, we see the girl reminiscing after the breakup in the room by herself, thinking of all the good times, and now it's over and she's heartbroken. And by the end of the song, moving towards getting over the relationship, which is also going off of Alex's progression from the beginning of the song to the end. Now this music video would be centered around the couple, and then Alex would be seen performing throughout the music video in different scenes, but basically being seen as the storyteller of this music video outside of the actual story, basically looking into the story, giving her perspective through her music. Now quickly, let's go over what camera and camera equipment was used for this music video shoot. So guys, originally I did want to shoot this on my red Scarlett W 5K camera, but what happened was, in transition from my house to where we were shooting at the Airbnb for the music video, the monitor was damaged, and that was because unfortunately I was using a third-party grip. And that third-party grip that does attach to the red camera, it requires you to put the bolt that basically connects the grip to the red on top of the actual brain of the camera. And when I put my monitor down, facing down, it basically was in contact with the screw that does connect the grip to the red. So unfortunately, when we were driving, some of the vibration from moving around in the car with all the equipment, basically the monitors on those cameras are very sensitive. So by the time we got on set and set everything up on the red and went to try to go turn the camera on, the monitor was damaged, and I did have to send that in to get repaired, and that was like $700 to get repaired. Think about that when you're moving forward. Make sure to always have your equipment safe, set up, and secure. Thankfully, when we did get on set, I had brought my GH5 just in case, or if Tino wanted to shoot BTS on not only my 1DX Mark II, but my GH5. So unfortunately, instead of shooting this music video on the red, we did end up shooting it on the GH5. Thankfully, I did have the GH5 with me. Otherwise, we probably would have had to end up shooting this on the 1DX Mark II, and then basically we wouldn't have had any BTS to showcase this. So guys, the pieces of equipment that was used for this video was the Rhino Arc II motorized slider, and you can purchase the Rhino Arc II Essentials motorized slider as a bundle. If you go to their website, they will have a bundle pack. I highly recommend it. It was a great slider. This was something that C. Ryan brought and he owned at the time. Outside of the Rhino Arc slider, we used a tripod, and then the rest of the shots were handheld if it wasn't shot on the tripod or the slider. So for this music video, Creative Ryan was the DP as well as helping with lighting, and Director Tino was the BTS for this music video as well as assisting with lighting and any other kind of help that we did need on set. Now this music video was all shot in one location, and that was at an Airbnb that Alex had rented out for the day. Everything for this music video was shot in either the Airbnb inside or outside of the surrounding area. This music video was shot on the GH5, and all performance scenes were shot in Vlog, ultra high definition, 400 megabytes, 10-bit all-in option, and any slow motion or B-roll scenes were filmed in the 8-bit Vlog, again between 60 to 72 frames per second. So guys, let's go ahead and jump into the first scene setup and showcase how everything was lit as well as how everything was filmed. So the first setup of the day was inside of the rental, and this was one of the main performance scenes. For this music video, I had 3 performance scenes, and the rest of the video was B-roll centered around the storyline of the couple and B-roll slow motion of Alex from each scene that she was in. So for the setup of the scene, we had Alex sit on the edge of the bed and close the bedroom doors almost all the way, but left it open enough to where we could place the slider in front of the doors. So while the slider was moving in the forward and back motion during the performance, the sliding doors on each side would serve as being able to see the actual shot going in and out of motion, with the sliding doors being the foreground and Alex in the background to give that depth of field and motion view when we were using the Rhino Arc slider. Now the key light was the Aperture 300D with Fresnel 2x attachment, diagonal left of Alex outside of the Airbnb, shining through the door and into the bedroom. The fill light was the Aperture 120D, diagonally right outside and shining through the window. There was no background light used here. I wanted to have the background be completely black to give a spotlight focus solely on Alex and in a cold, sad type of image. So guys, the remaining scenes that we did shoot at this first setup was B-roll related scenes. This was filmed in between the 60 to 72 frames per second in the 8-bit vlog option. Now the next setup was filming all the storyline between the couple. These were Alex's friends and an actual couple, which did a great job acting out what I needed to have them do for the music video. So the lighting of the happy moments and the breakup, basically everything between the family room and kitchen area, excluding the bedroom scene, which was just going to have the girl be by herself, was used with 2 lights. The Aperture 300D with Fresnel attachment was used as a fill light to light the entirety of the room. C. Ryan positioned the 300D up towards the ceiling to have that light bounce off of the ceiling and fill onto the couple's faces and body and environment. Wherever in the room the couple was, the fill light would follow, shining up towards the wall to bounce off and land on them and the exterior of the shot. We also kept the house lights on for these shots to help serve as an extra ambient lighting. The background light in most of the shots was the lighting from the bathroom area, and during the scenes in the family room there was no background lighting. All of these shots between the couple was filmed handheld by C. Ryan. There was no shots on the tripod or the slider. Everything between the actual couple was handheld and filmed by C. Ryan. Now for the next scene with the girlfriend, which was placed at the end of the actual music video, where she was in the bedroom by herself reminiscing of the happy times and the breakup and everything that they had went through as a couple, we had her walk around the bedroom and also sitting at the edge of the bed at different times. Now the scene was lit using the Aperture 300D with the Fresnel 2x attachment as the backlight, lighting the back of the wall. The house lights from the Airbnb served as the key and fill light for this specific scene. This scene was filmed with a combination of the Rhino slider shots moving forward and back from the sliding doors, again to give that foreground depth of field view. And then the remainder of the shots were filmed handheld, if not on that slider. Now these shots were all B-roll and slow motion shots, so it was filmed again between the 60 to 72 frames per second in the 8-bit vlog option. Now for the next scene, which was Alex's second performance scene, this was outside of the Airbnb and it was up against one of the wooden walls of the building. This scene was lit by having the Aperture 300D with Fresnel attachment be the key light diagonally right of Alex and shining onto her and the wall. The Aperture 120D served as the fill light, and this light was positioned diagonally right of Alex as well, but more towards the house, while the key light was in between the fill light and C. Ryan filming. Now, because the 300D is such a powerful light, this was a strong enough light to where we didn't need to have a backlight. This actually was a strong enough light to not only serve as the key light, but to also light the back of the wall that Alex was leaning up against. Now, this performance scene was filmed in combination between the tripod shots and handheld. The B-roll scenes from this performance again was filmed in the 8-bit vlog between 60 to 72 frames per second. Now the last scenes for this music video was a combination of Alex's performance scene and B-roll towards the end of the music video where she's walking around underneath the string of bulb lights. So for the performance scene, this was lit by the Aperture 300D with softbox attachment, which served as the key light diagonally right from Alex. The Aperture 120D served as the fill light diagonal back left from Alex, and the background lighting was the string of bulb lights hanging above her. Now this was filmed mostly by C. Ryan using the handheld shots. There was a couple takes here and there that was filmed on the tripod, but a majority of it was again filmed using handheld shots. All B-roll scenes of Alex walking around underneath the bulb lights was handheld. Now for this music video, in certain parts I wanted to have a look where certain clips motion was very blurry and choppy. The scene where the girlfriend is getting drunk and during certain parts of her getting mad in the bedroom and Alex walking underneath the bulbs and during one of her performance takes is where we utilize this effect. Now we did all of this in camera, and the way we accomplished this in camera was C. Ryan had the shutter speed lower than the double frame rate rule to give the blurry motion of Alex walking around. Remember, when it comes to the exposure triangle, if you have a slower shutter speed, the object becomes less in focus and more blurry. Especially if it's a moving object, compared to if you have a higher shutter speed, it is able to keep the object in focus easier and less motion becomes blurry. So we use this style of shooting for certain takes on set, and I placed these scenes throughout the music video. This especially helped when I was filming the scenes of the girlfriend drinking, and I had the slow shutter speed shots because I wanted to have the audience feel that blurry movement and view, which usually happens when you do get drunk. So for the different shots, I used this effect with Alex. I just thought it looked cool and switched it up during the music video. Just a stylistic, artistic point of view that I wanted to take in the music video, just to switch it up from other music videos I did have. So guys, this is going to be how each scene and location was not only lit, but how it was also filmed and shot. Now, if you guys would like to see a breakdown video of how I approached the color correction and color grading for this music video, and what my inspirations were for this music video, what my reference image and what my reference video was for the specific music video, let me know down in the comments below, and I will make a separate video for my color correction, color grading, and my references and my inspiration on how I shot this music video. If you guys did like this video and you would like to see more behind the scenes breakdowns of my music videos as well as my other production shoots, please be sure to like this video, comment on this video, and also share this video to anybody that you may think may gain value from watching these type of videos. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel and you're new to this channel, be sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the content that is releasing on this channel. I'll see you all guys next video.